whatever we do generally, repeatedly, we tend to form habit of it. This is just not common for human beings alone. This is for any living being, a living creature. If you do it repeatedly, that becomes a habit. For example, if you get up at particular time regularly for a few days, that becomes your habit. You will automatically get up. If you start eating certain food for a period of time, you tend to form a habit of it. Like even it could be even bad habits, we say, like smoking, drinking, even certain mannerisms. If we keep repeatedly doing it, that becomes our habit. So habit formation is a tendency of every living thing. So we tend to form habits. This is the general state of every creation, every creature. It could be even animals, it could be even insects, it could be the microorganism, to plants, to birds, everything. If you just make a habit, for example, you are feeding an animal at a particular time, it will come automatically at that time because it knows that food will be available at this time. So like this, sleeping is one more habit. Most of us sleep not because we are that is an essential thing, but because that is a time that you have got accustomed to sleep, so you sleep. You wake up also similarly. Hungry also is same, something like that. So 90% or even more than that is whatever we do is out of habit, not because that is what you would like to do now. If you don't do that, you feel very awkward, you feel very uncomfortable because you are accustomed to that habit. So our comforts and discomforts depends on what kind of a habit we have formed. Certain people who sleep by 9 o'clock, they feel very frustrated if it is 9:30, 10 o'clock. They feel they are going to die if they don't sleep like that. Okay. People who get up also is like that. Some people will get up at very early time, like 4 o'clock. If they, by chance, they get up, wake up late, they feel they have done something disastrous. So bad they feel. Even with respect to food also, like, we are accustomed to certain food. If that food is not available, people feel very, very agitated. Like people from north, when they come to South India, they have to eat rice, not chapati, which they are the wheat food. They feel frustrated. They feel, what is happening like that? Same thing happens to these people in the south when they go to north, because they are accustomed to that particular thing. So this is what actually is whole life is about. Even going to temple, doing puja, taking bath, okay, anything you take, like even dressing up in a particular way. If you change the dress, everybody says, what happened to you? Because they think they are habituated to seeing you in a particular, dress, particular way of behavior. Everything is controlled by certain habits that we have practiced, by regular practice that kept on, done for a long time. Okay, so I feel like every month once we should break our habits. So what happens is the new possibilities are available, so it will be able to see what else can be done, what more can be done. If you don't break the habit, and if you are accustomed to that habit and you continue for a very, very long time, you will be really feeling, sometimes you may die also if the certain particular thing that you are following is not going to happen. Like some people live in a particular home for many years, and when they change the house they feel, oh, and the people die also like that. Okay, so these are all certain things that conditionings that happen in life. So how to break this habit? This is what our ancestors have thought of, and they have made once in a month, just like you break your food habit, like eating every day at a particular time, particular food, particular thing. Once or twice in a month, like on Ekasi, you break it. You don't have food. You don't eat. So what happens to the body? The body now sees that there is no food. So what shall I do? So the body which is accustomed to that particular, because it's a natural tendency, you see, it has to overcome the tendency and start adjusting to the new situation. In that process, there are so many wonderful things that happen that you are able to overcome your conditions. Similar to your, Ekadashi, there is one more day in a month that is practiced called Masa Shiv Ratri. Even Masa Shiv Ratri is to break the sleeping habit, to break it. On Masa Shiv Ratri day, actually, we have to wake up throughout the night, or maybe for 24 hours we don't sleep. Normally we don't sleep for maybe 18 hours like that, and then we go to sleep in case if you want to extend your wakeful hours. So that day, whole night you don't sleep. Then so many things happen in the body. So many things happen even in your mind, in your own system, total system, that has to really, get adjusted to new environment, new situation. So this is actually training your system to meet any new challenges. So this is how our ancestors have created. And once in a year, Mahashivaratri they do. That is actually, today is Mahashivaratri. The whole community, the whole country, it is, may not be a few people, but everybody takes the challenge of what happens if we wake up for 24 hours. People will be feeling so much, they will be like, so it's something that you will, your system now gets more alert, will be able to look at how do I face such a situation, because life is not a smooth going thing, okay? It keeps changing, it keeps happening, some new things keep happening. So when new things keep happen, how are you going to cope up with it? This is the human, not human, it is a human priority. Like human beings have to overcome their limitations, created either by the, their own genetical order, or by the environment, or by their own habit formation. So overcoming that limitation to face a new situation. For example, you are in an army or somewhere like that, then you cannot choose like I will sleep at this time, I will wake up at this time. You tell the war to stop because I am sleepy, afterwards I will do my fight and all that. You cannot do, no. When I was in NCC, they gave a rifle I had to carry. It was quite heavy for me, for my strength, and I used to put it down when nobody is watching, like that. One NCO or JC was watching me doing this. He came and he gave me one slap and he told me, you should carry it. I said, it's quite heavy, sir. He said, you are a soldier. You have to carry a rifle. That's a part of your body. You cannot leave it. You cannot say like this. You cannot tell the enemy, just wait, I will carry it and then I will take it and shoot you. Just wait. Will he wait? No, he won't wait. By the time you get ready, he will shoot you. So it is like that. Then they gave me that thought, and then when I started carrying it, it becomes a part of me, and I was carrying it even during my, break time. Everybody was like, you can keep the rifle down and have your food. I said, oh yeah, am I carrying? It becomes very easy when you make a habit. It becomes easy for you to do, like getting up, eating, sleeping. Everything becomes easy. But that ease is to be broken to see that you are able to take a challenge. So that's what actually happens with this, our festivals, especially like the Upavasa or the Jagarana that we do, like whole night you wake up. These are all very, very important things in our life, and it is easy if everybody does it together. That's why once in a year, a particular day, the whole country, whole community, everybody follow that, so that you don't have to be worried about like, what about my job, what about my things and all that. So you have time for breaking your habits. Okay, this is a very, very important event. It should be really be promoted everywhere throughout the world. Actually, it may not be something very particular to Shivaratri or anything, but if it can be, just like we have different days like Women's Day and this day, we must have Jagaran Day, so that the whole world will be awake for this. We must have, like, Ekadashis are very important, very good. so that we will be able to really make our system get tuned, adjusted to even new situations. So this is what I feel the importance given to this. Our none of our festivals are simply belief systems. I feel that there is some great science behind it. It has something to do with our biological systems. It has something to do with our psychological system. It has something to do with our environment. It has something to do with our culture, with society. In every level, it has its own impact. So every festival, every event is so well designed. If we can look a little deeper into that, we'll be able to realize its value more than what we know. I am able to realize this year of this Shiv Ratri. So happy Shiv Ratri to you.
Happy Shiv Ratri.
Thank you.